Welcome to the show. We are unfortunately here on ESPN Radio. ESPN2, we are presented by Progressive Insurance. We are live in San Francisco for the big game. All of our coverage brought to you by SoFi. Along with Chris Canty, Michelle Smallman, Evan Cohen with you. Good morning, everybody. How we doing?
Doing good, man. Super Bowl 60 is here. After a couple of weeks, knowing the matchup and all of the build-up, it's finally here. We got the final Football Friday of the 2025 season, and I'm excited, man. I'm fired up. I think this is an awesome matchup.
I'm just jamming to some Robin here.
What's happening right now?
I don't know. Is there a reason why they're really
trying to figure this
emphasizing
out.
the song here?
Show me love.
I do this literally every day.
I don't know. This one feels more pointed.
Yeah.
It's not.
Great song, though.
I'm waiting for the moment where I'm going to realize why this is the song for today.
Shout out to Robin.
Like I'm literally
Sneaky great catalog.
I swear to God, I'm looking around for Jordan Love. I'm like, it's Show Me Love. Is this a surprise guest?
That would be unbelievable. My quarterback surprising us live here on set in San Francisco at 3:02 a.m.
Yeah.
That would
Really
be
waking up
dedication. That would be dedication.
Well, he's probably still up from NFL honors and the award show.
Probably.
Maybe.
There were a lot of people that just making their way in as we were making our way to set.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people have done that over the last couple of days. And it's been fun. All right. Unsportsmanlike presented by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance. Visit Progressive.com. Yes, we are here at the Media Center in San Francisco. And last night, NFL honors. Matthew Stafford wins the MVP. He announces he's going to be back next season. So big news all around. Now, there was an interesting controversy because one voter actually gave a first-place vote to Justin Herbert. So Drake Maye finished one slot behind in terms of first-place votes, Matthew Stafford. And who knows, if the vote goes a different way, then maybe Drake Maye is the MVP. So certainly some controversy there. With that, let's start, CC, with this. Stafford wins it, back next season, announced it. Did he deserve it in your mind? Should he have been the MVP? And does he now cement himself as a Hall of Famer?
Well, it felt like last night's MVP vote for Matt Stafford was a nod for him to get into Canton eventually. Now, here's the thing. The season that he put together is more than deserving of winning an MVP. He played in 20 total games. He had 52 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. That is absolutely phenomenal. I thought that Drake Maye had a stronger case to win MVP, taking over a team that won 4 games last year, and he came and won 14 games this year. And you're talking about that team being able to have overwhelming success despite not having a true number one receiver, despite not having, elite traits when you look across the board from a talent standpoint. So, yeah, I'm surprised that Drake Maye didn't win MVP. I thought his lift was a little bit heavier in terms of getting his team turned around and representing true value and what the actual award means. But Matt Stafford is more than deserving based on the campaign that he put together.
Totally agree. I thought that Drake Maye would get it, but it feels like not that Matt Stafford doesn't have a case. It reminds me of last year with Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. When you look at the numbers, you could certainly make the argument that Lamar was more deserving than Josh Allen. But it also feels like Josh Allen needed, as you guys call it, that top line of the resume, something concrete to point to that quantifies how great of a quarterback he is, how excellent he is at football. And this is it for Matthew Stafford, even though he's obviously a Super Bowl champion. He wasn't the Super Bowl MVP. And for him in his 17th season to be able to win the MVP award, it really does feel like it's ushering him into the Hall of Fame. And he's one of those cusper guys that we've had a lot of debates about.
Cusper?
Cusper?
Word of the day.
No.
Cusper?
What? Evan.
He's on the cusp.
I've never heard somebody use the word cusper in my life.
Is that not a real word? Did I make it up?
If you made it up,
and if I did, trademark me.
No, if you made it up, then I get a second chance.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. Anyway, Matt Stafford is one of those guys that the debate was raging on of whether or not he would actually be a Hall of Famer. We talked about, does he need to win another Super Bowl in order to secure his place in Canton? I think bringing home the MVP award last night did it for him.
Can we talk about the fact that somebody voted for Herbert, though? What's the justification behind that? Like, how does Justin Herbert get a first-place vote?
Dealing with all of the
possible?
injuries and the team still finding a way to make the playoffs, double-digit wins. I guess that would be the argument. I don't believe in that, though. I don't believe in the hypotheticals. Well, you know, he had to overcome all of these things, and if these pieces were in place, well, it doesn't make sense to me, because if those guys are healthy and the team has the exact same record, which is on the board, then Justin Herbert isn't the MVP. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. The one voter deciding to go with Herbert over Drake Maye or Matt Stafford makes no sense.
That's an interesting point you just made, CC. So you're saying if the Chargers had full health all year, your record for them would have been basically 11-6, which is what their record was.
I'm just saying
that's a good point.
To say that their record would be better is a hypothetical that nobody can prove. So it doesn't make sense. So we just have to assume they were going to have an 11-win season. And, okay, you have an 11-win season. Justin Herbert somehow becomes better because he has, you know, the tackles down. But if the tackles are there and he has the exact same production, then that means he's not the MVP. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, and by the way, it's not like Drake Maye had some dominant offensive line, especially on the left side all year. If we're gonna play that game, like if they had better performance, what then happens?
Yeah, Evan, but the difference is that Drake Maye actually won 14 games. Like,
right.
So it's like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
And led the NFL in passer rating and completion percentage and yards per attempt.
I'm not assigning Drake Maye more wins because, I'm not assigning him more wins based on a subpar offensive line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not assigning him more wins based on something that isn't there. That's the part that I don't get.
Yeah, absolutely. And Sam Monson is a writer, and he was the one, and he came out, and to his credit, he owned it, and he discussed it, and he tweeted about it. He said, I was the Justin Herbert vote. The guy had the worst offensive line in the NFL all season, and despite that, he was working miracles in almost every single game. Stafford's O-line became 2/5 as bad as Herbert's for 5 minutes, and he became a turnover howitzer. Mm-hmm. He embodied value. Any justification in the reasoning there? And this is not a personal attack on Sam. Obviously, he's accomplished enough to get this vote and the opportunity to vote, and he's thought it out. I don't think he was doing it for like hot take attention. I'm going to be on Unsportsmanlike to begin a show live from San Francisco, brought to you by SoFi.
Yeah, he's not walking around Media Row looking to come on and defend his position.
I don't get that sense at all. But I think this is more of an analytical breakdown of this that I don't see. And this is not even me as a Patriot. Like, I'm okay with the idea of Stafford winning it. It feels weird that Stafford won it, and the altering vote could have potentially been for Maye or for literally. I mean, it's just crazy that that's the case. Now, Josh Allen did get 2 first-place votes. I'm more okay with that. For whatever reason, I'm more okay with that than I am with Herbert getting the votes. I don't know why, because it's not like I would have voted for Josh Allen either in this. But it seems like what happened last night does secure Stafford's place in the Hall of Fame. If you think
Does it?
Okay.
Oh, I think so.
Does it?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you why. Here's why, Cece. We have learned very clearly this is not about how you play football. It's about whether or not the voters like you.
Well, that's fair.
And he's got all the narratives surrounding him too. Put up great numbers in Detroit, even though they weren't a successful football team. He becomes the missing piece in LA, brings this Super Bowl championship back to LA. He's a Super Bowl champion. He's an MVP. On
stage last night with his 4 young daughters, announcing he's coming back with his young daughters on stage,
all in matching outfits, looking as cute as can be,
and McVay cheering, Kyron Williams running back from St. Louis, I'll give you that, cheering there. Awesome. Like, there's a narrative, because here's why, and I know we're going to get to the Hall of Fame thing, but I am like so agitated by something. It's not about how well you play. It's about how much you are liked by the writers and the voters, because Adam Vinatieri got in, as he should, for a game-winning kick in the same Super Bowl that they're keeping Bill Belichick out for.
Which is ridiculous.
I mean, let's be honest. Adam Vinatieri is, in my mind, a Hall of Famer. But Adam Vinatieri's Hall of Fame career basically started, and we noticed it, in the same game that they're saying Belichick cannot be in for that game because of Spygate, but the guy who kicked the game-winning field goal to start a multi-Super Bowl career with multi-teams. But, like, it's CeCe, when you're rightfully hesitating because of your standards as an 11-year NFL player that knows and won a Super Bowl and knows this sport inside and out, and you're not saying no to Stafford, you're just saying let's have more of the conversation. It's not about the stuff it should be, which is about the stuff that you are going to bring up.
Fair. I do want to acknowledge, though, the Hall of Fame voting is somewhat of a zero-sum game, especially with the senior committee nominees. When you start talking about some of the guys from yesteryear, like L.C. Greenwood and Roger Craig, so on and so forth, Roger Craig getting in over Robert Kraft or Bill Belichick right now actually makes some sense, because you're talking about one of the last few opportunities for a player like Roger Craig, who had 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving in the same season, one of 3 players to ever do that in the NFL. You're actually talking about the last opportunity for him to get in. So from that perspective, it does make some sense when the voters say, hey, I want to go with this guy over Bill Belichick or Robert Kraft. I know Bill Belichick or Robert Kraft will eventually get in.
Understood, but that you just proved 2 things. One, that Roger Craig deserved to get in.
No doubt.
For those who don't know, Roger Craig, we're going to get to the Hall of Fame stuff here, but Roger Craig was a great runner and a great receiver out of the backfield for great Niners teams that won Super Bowls. Period. Next sentence. You also just explained how ridiculously stupid this thing is, that in order to put Roger Craig in, you have to take someone else out, in essence. It's crazy. I mean, what do you learn in school? Don't blow out someone else's candles to make yours burn brighter?
Yeah.
That's literally the Hall of Fame process, is you have to burn out other people's candles to make yours burn brighter.
Well, we ain't letting everybody in. It's not the Hall of Very Good. It's the Hall of Fame, sir. There's only 387 people in it. It's supposed to be hard to get in.
The elite of the elite.
Yeah, this whole bit about entitlement to the Hall of Fame is absolutely ridiculous. It's hard to get in, sir. And that's why we praise them when they do every single year in Canton, Ohio with the Hall of Fame game.
One quick thing. Do we have the final voting? Because we had a big theme all year. I said that I thought Caleb Williams would get at least one MVP vote. Nuno, do we have the answer on that? Nuno's upset about something over there. I don't know what. I can't figure that out.
A, we don't. I haven't seen anything. And B, Canty didn't answer why he doesn't think Stafford is a lock as a Hall of Famer.
Which we will do that. We're not. The show's not over.